First Alert weather forecast.
Welcome back. It's 6:13, and on the heels of a very gorgeous day yesterday, we do have one more mild and dry day ahead of us. As far as temperatures are concerned, it is going to look very similar to yesterday, but there will be a few key differences. In that, we'll see a few more intervals of clouds, especially north of I-94, going into this afternoon. Now, this comes as our next system works its way in late tonight into the early hours of tomorrow morning. That'll lead to a colder weekend, but also lead to a few chances at some snow showers tomorrow afternoon. Accumulations look to be pretty minor, but still could be enough to disrupt any early Saturday afternoon sort of plans. Looking ahead to this morning, though, starting off very mild, upper 30s, climbing through the mid-40s through about the mid-morning hours. And again, we'll have a few clouds start to work in with a weak front later on this morning. 39 degrees right now in Eau Claire and 46 in La Crosse. This is certainly not feeling like it's December 8th. Winds primarily out of the south, but we're starting to see these take on a little bit more of a westerly flow. That'll be the case going into the afternoon, and winds will start to pick up a little bit of a breeze as well. Have had a mainly clear sky through the overnight. Couple passing clouds now working into southeastern Minnesota and northeastern Iowa. That comes with that weak front, again, that'll be moving in. Mild air still going to prevail, however, and that's why we're expecting those temperatures to climb to the low 50s. But this evening, that's where a lot of us will start to cloud up, and that comes just out ahead of our next system. Now, as far as tomorrow morning is concerned, areas to the east likely seeing more of that rain, and we'll even stay dry through the early morning hours of tomorrow. However, we'll get some wraparound moisture working into this later in the morning, early afternoon time frame, and that's what's going to lead to those chances at some snow showers to take us through the afternoon and even into the early evening before we clear out tomorrow night and look at more sunshine to take us into Sunday afternoon. Now, as far as how much we can expect, accumulation is going to be very minor. This is just one particular model, but it does align the most with what I've been thinking. A lot of places between a trace to a half inch, some isolated amounts of an inch or slightly above that are certainly possible, not ruling those out. But as far as our highs today, mostly in the low 50s, some upper 40s further towards the north where they're holding on to more cloud cover before dipping to the low 30s later on tonight. Next couple of days staying in the seasonable 30s. We'll take that through about the middle of next week with a good bit of sunshine. But look what happens towards the end of next week. We have yet another warm-up on the way as temperatures make a return to the mid-40s by Thursday. Now, for a Sunshine Award, Daniel Ducklow would like to nominate Brad Wozniak and says, although a very busy man, Brad is always generous with his time and willing to help those in need. As a former neighbor, he would mow my lawn and rake my leaves when I was unable to do so. He would do this for other neighbors as well without being asked. When he heard my dog recently passed, he drove a half hour out of his way to visit me. He's just an all-around great guy. Now, if you'd like to nominate someone, send us an email or head over to our website at weau.com.